Welcome in, family. RobDaManMedia. Baby, back with another live, man. I don't know what happened with the last live stream, but we back at it. We talking about the keys to Nebraska this week. I'm really going in and talking about Nebraska this week. So stay tuned, buckle up, get ready. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell as you tune into the channel. But we are here, man. We really finna get in talking and really get to talk about some things, family. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Hey, Tremaine. What up, Mac? Hey, let's get it going. So when we look at this Nebraska team, right, I'm gonna talk about the offense and I'm gonna talk about the defense. I'm gonna talk about the key players offense, the key players defensively. So we're gonna get into some things, right? I went back and I really really started focusing in, like, what are the keys? What do we need to do, right? How do we need to focus and what do we need to key in on? So just to think about it. So here are my keys to this game, right? It's keeping Nebraska under 200 yards rushing, right? The name of this game is to keep them under 200 yards rushing, right? Be up tempo with Nebraska. We on offense needs to be up tempo, up tempo, up tempo, up tempo, up tempo. Just gas them out, right? Gas them out, right? Take out they already down one of their top receivers. Their other top receiver. Take out Kemp. He's number one. He didn't have any catches last week, but he is one of the people that they're going to try to tremendously get involved with their other top receiver going down. So we're going to try to take out Kemp out of the lineup. He's going to be out. All right, putting the pressure on Jeff Sim all day long. Put the pressure on him. Really come at him. Really dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides, not just offensive but defensive. You're going to see us really get out to the quarterback, and we're going to try to control the line of scrimmage. Keeping the main thing. Keep it about football. Don't worry about next week. Don't look at if we ain't ranked. If we are ranked, just come in and focus and stay in the present right now, right? You've seen the title of this. You've seen the title of this. It's personal. You've seen what Coach Prime delivered to them. It's personal. So when we taking this as it's super personal against Nebraska, right? Everything that we do, it is personal. And we are coming to show the world how personal it is. It wasn't just no fluke. It wasn't just, a gimme that we beat TCU. We knew what we was coming there to do. We knew we was coming to dominate. But now we coming to dominate Nebraska. We see how Matt Rule is trying to play it all cool. Keep that same energy you had in the summertime. Keep that same energy that you've been having against Coach Prime all this time. Don't change up the energy now because it's game week. Keep that same energy, right? You want to smoke with us, right? Now we finna deliver smoke to you. So it is personal. You won't see nobody wearing red this week. Not in Colorado, you won't. Keep the main thing, and keep it personal. We got to come handle business. We got to show the world that, hey, what y'all seen at TCU was just a glimpse. We finna take this thing up to another level. Y'all going to see more players on the field. Y'all going to see our backups dominate. Not just our starters, but y'all going to see our backups dominate. You're going to see us control this game in a different level. You're going to see our defense get better. You're not going to see the same issues that you've seen last week against TCU this week. We're going to clean those mistakes up. We're going to teach. We're going to learn from the film of what we did against TCU and bring that into Nebraska. But, hey, Matt Rule, if you watching, it's all fun and games. We got the receipts, baby. We got the receipts, baby. So if you think that we forgot, we got them. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got the receipts. That's all I'm going to say on it. But Nebraska right now, they're focusing on Dylan Edwards and they're focused on Travis Hunter, which is all fun and games, right? They're focused on them too. Don't forget about Javon Antonio. Wasn't really in the game he was in the game, but he had 0 catches. He's gonna have a field day this week. Weaver, he's gonna do his thing. Jimmy Horn's gonna do his thing. Dawson is gonna do his thing. Willie Gaines, you're gonna see him, right? You're gonna see more production out of our running game. I guarantee you the focus this week is getting this running game started so we can become even better on offense, better in the passing game. Because, hey, we coming for him. So when we look at the key players on offense, right, you got Jeff Sims, the quarterback. You got the running back, number 23, Mr. Grant. You got Mr. Kemp. His number is number 1, the wide receiver. And then they have a freshman, number 22, Lord. They're going to try to get him the ball in all different type of spaces. They're going to try to jet sweep him. They're going to try to get him on reverses. Anywhere they can get the little freshman the ball. He's 5'10", 165 pounds. They're going to try to give him the ball. One thing that they don't understand is when you try to go east and west against us, you play at our advantage. And that's what we want. We want Nebraska going east and west. We don't want them going north and south. We want them going east and west because you're playing our advantage because of our speed on defense. So, man, the things that they're going to try to do, the things of how they're going to try to get their players the ball in space, we're going to be ready for it. We are going to be ready for it. And we hope that you come out there and you try to run that same game plan you run against Nebraska, right? I mean, against Minnesota. Nebraska game plan on offense is they're going to try to run the ball and control the clock and limit possessions from us. Here's where it's gonna get bad for them. You allow us to get the ball first, we go down, we're gonna go score 7, and you're already playing behind the 8 ball. So you can limit as much as you want, but we're being efficient and we're scoring at a high level. Guess what? Nebraska, y'all don't want to get in a shootout. I can tell you that. Y'all do not want to get in a shootout because Jeff Sims ain't it. He ain't it. He's a good dual threat quarterback, but when it comes to passing the ball, he doesn't make a lot of good decisions. He made a lot of bad decisions in that Minnesota game of things that you should not do as a quarterback. But when it comes to running that ball, Jeff Sims is going to do that. But what we're going to control is we're going to contain Jeff Sims. We're going to have a spy on him all game long. You don't got to worry about it. We're going to have a spy on Jeff Sims all freaking game long. But, hey, we here for it, right? So on the defense, one thing about Nebraska's defense, one of their top players is going to be out for the beginning half of this game because he got a targeted penalty in a Minnesota game. So they're going to be down one of their best defensive players due to targeting. That player created some problems. He created some problems for Nebraska. He created the problems for Nebraska against Minnesota, right? He was getting pressure to the quarterback. He had a sack. So they got some players that can get to the quarterback. They had a couple sacks last week. They top defensive backs, number 12, Mr. Brown. They got a top linebacker, Luke, number 4, and Wright, 33. Those are their 2 top linebackers. Number 4 and 33 are their 2 linebackers where they like to create pressure, where they like to line them up against wide receivers. So you got that. They top defensive linemen, number 0, Nash, and number 97. So they front seven. They front 7 is pretty solid. So we can't take them for granted because they top 7 is pretty solid. They are going to come out in 3-3-5. The 3-3-5 is going to look similar to TCU, but it's going to have a little bit different variation to it. So we're going to see kind of similar to the same defense, which we're going to be ready for. We're going to pick this 3-3-5 apart, and those are the things that we got to focus on. But this week is about taking it personal, keeping the main thing the main thing. But how do y'all feel about those keys to the game, right? Keys to these games: keeping Nebraska under 200 yards, applying pressure to Jeff Sims, keeping the main thing, being up-tempo on offense, and connecting on deep balls. Those are my 5 keys to this game, right? Of course, we're going to get that running game started, but keeping the main thing is getting our offense up-tempo, right? That's the main thing right now. Being on defense, being more consistent. Everybody getting to the ball, being more disciplined in your gap assignments. Don't create unnecessary holes for offensive players to run through. Keep the pedal down. You said it right there on the head, Dewey. Keep the pedal down. Don't let them shine, man. Keep the pedal down. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep him on the field besides playing linebacker. Who you talking about, Jermaine? Yes, we got to wrap up. We have to wrap up. Hey, Miss Kelly. What up, Zion? What up, D. Will? What up, Mac? Shador in the shotgun is no stopping that offense. He is too comfortable. Yes, he is too comfortable. But we got to get even more better than what we were. Like, we can't just live off the success from TCU. We got to build on that success. And right now, right, how do we build on our success from TCU, right? Get the running game going, right? Get some of our backup wide receivers in the game. Let them get, reps, right? Because we're going to need those reps. We're going to need our team to be solid foundational-wise when we go to Oregon and USC. So right now, it's another building stone. It's another block that we just building on the foundation right now. This week is, yes, it's about taking it personal, but this week is about building brick by brick by brick on right now, and that's what we finna do. I think you're going to see a lot of our linebackers. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. You're going to see a lot of our linebackers. People keep talking issue about, all right, listen, our running game is going to get going. You're going to see the people that should be in the game, you're going to see them more. I'm telling you this right now. You're going to see them more. What do you think about Bentley moving to safety? Why would you do that? Like, I'd rather say a linebacker before I'd rather put him at safety. That just makes no sense. Don't create more of a problem. Keep him at linebacker. Don't create more of a problem by putting him at safety. That just makes no sense. A lot of RPOs Nebraska will try to run. Yes, they are going to try to run a lot of RPOs. But here's the thing, right? You didn't see Juju play a lot. You didn't see DeMar Kinney play a lot. You're going to see a lot of them two play this week. Don't be surprised if we run 3 linebackers out there. Do not be surprised if you see a lot more 3 linebacker personnel on the field this week. Because the main goal is, hey, contain Jeff Sims and make him into a passer. And he's got to prove to us that he can be accurate. That's one of the things that you got to see. He has to prove to us, right? One of their top wide receiver already to his ACL, and he's out for the season. Their next best wide receiver is number 1, which is Camp, right? And then their other one is going to be a freshman, number 22. They're going to try to get them somehow in the game plan, and that's why you're going to see a lot of RPO. But if I'm us, we're pressured. We're going to make Jeff Sims throw the ball. You got to beat us passing the ball. You ain't beating us running. You are going to have to beat us passing the ball. And that's why I say the magic number right now for Colorado is keep their offense under 200 yards of rushing. Keep their offense under 200 yards of rushing. Nebraska don't have the horses to keep CU up tempo. They don't. But you got to think, they're going to come out and give their best the first quarter and a half. And then after that, that's when we on the gas pedal. That up tempo is going to get them. We got to get a lot more 3 and outs. Keep our defense fresh. Keep our defense off the field as much as possible. 3 and out. Jeff Sims should change his position to wide receiver. I agree with that. But, hey, this is college football. You got to put your best player in the best position. And if you can put him at quarterback and let him flourish, that's what you got to do. But what we going to do and how we're going to replicate what we need to do to accomplish our game plan and keep the main thing, we're gonna put that spot. Juju Mitchell will definitely start at linebacker this week. We're going to see. I'm not going to say he's going to start, but what I will say, he's going to be out there a lot. a lot. I want to see Bentley on the field, but not at linebacker. Put him at safety is not going to be the thing. I can tell you that for a fact. You do not want to see him at safety. When you can play man coverage, it hurts the RPO. Listen, you're going to see us play a lot of man coverage, a lot of man-to-man coverage. Expect to see Cormani on the field this week. Expect to see Carter Stoudemire on the field this week. Expect to see a lot of man coverage because we want to see if they got the courage to beat us man-to-man. They got to show us. They have to show us they can beat us man-to-man. And I believe in our defense. I believe in our secondary that we going to hold up going man-to-man and just getting pressure to the quarterback. I believe in our secondary. And that's what a lot of people don't forget. We going to get better. They starting wide receiver as a freshman or Cormani is getting in. Cormani's getting in. You're going to see Cormani, man. I'm telling you this. You're going to see Cormani. I'm just trying to figure out what we could put Bentley besides linebacker. Safety is not the position, I can tell you that. They need to play Jeremiah Brown over Bentley. Man, y'all rough on Bentley right now, man. Listen, you're going to see a lot of our linebacker core play this week just because the Jeff Sims like to run, and we're going to have to go lay some wood on him. So Expect to see that. CU's defensive coordinator should be working on that defensive line and backs and practice all that. Listen, they gonna get things right, man. They gonna get things right. I'm telling y'all. What y'all seen last week is definitely going to be different this week. It's definitely going to be a different show, a different product this week. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, like you gotta keep believing that. Hey, our coaching staff, we have one of the top coaching staffs in the nation. You don't think they've been in film study every day, keep replaying the same plays over and over from TCU, that miss assignments all day? You don't think the players that had those penalties ain't running today? They ain't on the gas pedal? You're going to see a lot of things coming this week, and it's going to be a lot of different takes, a lot of different things changing. Bentley's my guy, but I didn't. Whoa. Bentley's my guy, but he didn't play great. Hey, he'll get it together, right? Because guess what? He has no choice but to get it together. You're either going to get it together or you're going to be on the bench. Because guess what? How many weeks are you going to allow Juju and DK to sit on that bench? How many weeks? How many weeks you going to allow to sit? The only reason why Juju was sitting on the bench because he just got there, right? But, hey, everything is going to change. I promise you. Everything is about to change. I'm going with Ham, Kennedy, and Juju at linebacker this week. Listen, you're going to see a lot of 3 linebackers out there. You're going to see a lot of 3 linebackers out there. We coming to take his head off, and it's personal. What up, Marcus? They need to blitz more pressure on the QB. I think you're going to see a lot more blitzing. I believe. I'm not. Let me say. I'm not going to say I think. I might. No. We gonna blitz. We gonna put some pressure on the quarterback. You gonna see our defensive end, right? Because one of the complaints, right? Y'all didn't see a lot of pressure from our defensive ends. Y'all gonna see some pressure from our defensive end. They finna cause some havoc. They're gonna cause some havoc. The biggest issue that we have to focus on right now is just up the middle of our defense, right? Our defensive tackles create pressure up the middle, right? In the running game and the passing game. We got to create up the middle pressure, which is going to be a key. Them trying to run to the outside, you playing into our favors. Them playing up the middle is what they're going to try to attack. If they're watching film right now, and you're watching film from the last game, running up the middle was our biggest issue. So right now, I guarantee you, they're focused on how do we stop these runs up the middle and force them to run to the outside, because we have the pure speed to go chase anybody down on the outside. So we facing a lot of those mistakes. D-line's going to do their job and keep the linebackers clean. That's all we asking for. Dewey, that's all we asking for. Defensive line, do your job and keep our linebackers free so they can just go hunting. Let our linebackers go hunting. Let our linebackers be able to shoot through that gap and go make a tackle in the backfield. You're going to see a lot of that this week. I promise you. Dennis Thurman with Charles Kelly is going to put a scheme together where you're going to see our linebackers be more free, and we making a lot more plays in the backfield than what we did the first game. I promise you that's the scheme right now. I guess Chad's watching film. Man, he had a bad in the running game, both big runs. Listen, we're going to shut down this run. That's a key focus. Because one thing for sure, if you shut down the run, guess what's going to happen? They got to pass the ball. We want them in 3rd and long as much as possible. We want them in 2nd and long as much as possible. Why? Force them to have to throw the ball. Force them to have to throw the ball 10-plus yards. I promise you, it's going to be a turnover. I promise you. If you make Jefferson have to repeat over and over and over again to throw the ball down the field, he ain't going to get it done. And we're going to see a lot of interceptions. We're going to see a lot of pass breakups. We're going to see a lot of them. We just got to make him throw the ball. The real big, I like Bentley as well, but I do not want to see him playing middle linebacker. I want to see him on the field. Hey, listen. If it's a game where you want to see him play at middle linebacker, this is the game because they're running the ball. And Bentley, one of Bentley's best attributes is being physical, right? If it's a game that you want to see him, it's this game. If I can get if you're saying Oregon USC because they are passing attack and they can expose them, But Nebraska don't have the weapons to expose Bentley. That's why this game is so key for Bentley, and why he can play, why he can start, why he can go out there and dominate is because what Nebraska's trying to do, they can't expose Bentley like TCU could have, like Oregon or USC with the weapons they got. So this is a game for Bentley to go out and dominate and do his thing and build his confidence. Right now, Bentley's got to build his confidence. He's gonna get it together. I promise you, he watched the film and he's studying the missed assignments that he had, how he created gaps, how he created holes for players. He's going to clean it up. He's going to clean it up. Coach Hart's job should be, Coach Hart would be on the line if he could put some of the backers out there and give them, hey, listen, things going to change. Yeah, Billy admit that he played like trash. Listen, he watching film. He going to get it right. I think they're going to run a lot of run blitzes. Will Savell Smalls play? I'm glad you asked that question, Tremaine. One of Savell Smalls' best attribute is stopping the run. He's one of those players that did not play a lot last week. So when you look at it, right, this is one of his games to have a breakout game because his best attribute is stopping the run, not rushing the passer. Stopping the run is his best attribute. So right now, you're going to really get to see him stop the run. Ooh. I'm glad somebody asked this. Marcus, who gets the first sack? My prediction on who gets the first sack is going to be a linebacker. I'm not sure on which linebacker because I want to see who they start, who's on the depth chart, how they list them on the depth chart this week. It's going to be a linebacker that gets the first sack this game. The first sack of the season is going to be a linebacker. Nebraska doesn't have enough team speed. CU would load the box. That's what I'm saying. Man to man, make them beat us. Because guess what? I think what they might do is they might put Cooper on number 1, which is their top receiver. And then Travis, he'll probably take 22. Or he'll just shut down one side. Because I can really see them saying, hey, Cooper, Travis, y'all on the island by yourself. Go get the quarterback. That should be the game plan. Hey, corners, y'all are on the island by yourself. Go get the quarterback. And y'all going to see the safeties come down blitzing a lot too. Travis Hunter is playing at another level. He'd be even better. No way should Shiloh have the most tackles if a linebacker's doing their job. Hey, I don't think about this. Not only did Shiloh have the most tackles, but who had the second most tackles? That was Trevor Woods. Our safety leading us in tackles, it's not a good situation, right? Our linebackers got to go fly to the ball. They got to get to the ball 100% of the time. They can't take plays off. Get to the ball, fly around. Hey, here's the one thing I want to see from our linebackers. Don't hesitate, just go. I'd rather you just go at 100 miles per hour and take out 2 people and don't create a big hole, then you guess wrong and you thinking while you're on the field. Don't think, just react. Don't think, just react. What your eyes is telling you is that's what's real. What your eyes is telling you, go get it. And that's the thing what we got to get to. Trust your eyes, trust your judgment, right? That you're going to be able to make that play. Because we believe in you. Now it's up to you to just go out there and dominate. And that's what you're going to see a lot of us doing. Going out there and dominating at 100%, just flying around on that field. Hey, man, y'all going to see Bentley's going to step up. I believe in Bentley. Bentley's going to step up. He has no choice. This is the week where he has to prove it because you know what's going to happen next week. You know what's about to happen next week, right? If you don't step up this week, when you get to next week, the starters are going to be different next week. I promise you that. Because guess what? Everything that we're doing next week is going to be preparing for Oregon. Now, they might not show you everything that they're going to do for Oregon, but everything that we're going to do and how we're going to produce at a high level and at a high clip is getting ready for Oregon. So best believe, if you can't get it right this week, you dang sure might not get it right next week. hey, you might be on that bench. So you're going to have to get it right. Coach Prime just said that Slusher is hurt and won't play against Nebraska. Hey, listen. He made the key play, right? So now that Slusher is not playing, guess who gets the opportunity to step in and play now? Quez. Everybody been asking for Quez, right? Hey, Quez, this your time, dog. This your time, dog. Pull up. Quez, it's your time, right? Quez, if you ain't right, guess what? You gonna see Jada Miller, number 31. You gonna see him out there, the freshman. Hey, you gonna see a lot of players getting a lot of times. I know Coach Brown, his interview should be live right now. So, hey, if Slush gets hurt, somebody opportunity. It's somebody opportunity. You got to go out there and show yourself. It's somebody's opportunity. You got to go out there and prove yourself. If your safeties are leading tackles, you're giving up big yardage in the run game. Listen, that's going to change this week. I promise you. I promise you. Hey, Jetta, from our offensive line, his number got changed to 97. Best believe they looking at their defensive line. Best believe if they change Jetta number, they change it for a reason. You see him on that defensive line, his new number is 97. You see him on the defensive line, and they put him in. Best believe they coming. Hey, he's 6'5", 320. You can't stop that. Hey, Zion don't have no chills on Billy, man. He is going in. But it is what it is. I'm not worried about Sims. I'm not either. One thing I want to see us put nonstop pressure on him, right? And when we put that pressure on him, go tackle him. Don't just go tackle him and just thud him. Go put him on the ground. Make him feel that pain every single play. Make him feel that pain. Don't hold up, wrap up. Don't just go hit him. Wrap him up, take him to the ground. That's what we got to do. How long can Nebraska keep up with the run? Listen, all we got to do is go score. And you know how to neutralize a running game and how to take a running game out? Just go score. Just go score, and you're going to take the running game out the picture. Because the minute we get up 14, all that running game stuff, you can throw that out the window. You're going to have to pass the ball because you're going to have to try to put points up on the board. We wanted to get Nebraska to make them have to play in the shootout game. Them trying to play in the shootout game and passing the ball plays in our favor tremendously. Tremendously. We got to get up we just get up 14 points and put the pressure on Nebraska that they got to score. Is it more pressure on Sal or Coach Williams? It's more pressure on Sal because TCU ran up the middle. They wasn't running on the edge. They wasn't beating us to the edge. When they ran to the edge, we got there, we made plays. When they ran up the middle, that's when you see those gapping holes because our linebacker pursuit mindset was run outside. Instead of run up the middle, it was to run outside. So when you see them make a false step or you see them shoot the gap, guess what gap they shoot? Right? They shooting between the guard and the tackle instead of up the middle where the center's at. And so they create a lot of gaps, and that's what really hurt us. So the more pressure is cleaning up the defensive tackles and their pursuit to the ball. That's where the pressure is at. He wasn't physical last game. He is getting rocked off the ball. TCU ran. But listen. Y'all got to understand one thing. TCU offense was built like our offense. Their offensive plays were built like us. Nebraska plays a complete different style of play. That's what y'all keep taking on. That's what y'all not taking consideration. They play a different style of football Nebraska does. It's playing into Bentley's game. It's playing into his game. And so y'all gotta think about that. The way Bentley plays as a linebacker is playing into us. He's playing into us. And that's what we like about it. The defensive end needs to stop the run and contain Sims. Listen, Our defensive ends didn't have a problem at TCU. It was up the middle. It was up the middle. So we gonna be fine. Could our defensive end be better and put more pressure? Yes. I'm not gonna tell you no, because I want to see pressure on Sims. I want to see pressure, non-stop pressure from our defensive line. Full 60 minutes of hell, just pressure, 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 pressure. That's what we want to see, baby. That's what we want to see. I think Demore Kenny will see a lot of time at linebacker this game. You're going to see a lot of Demore Kenny and Juju Mitchell. I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of them this game. Listen, they about to listen. If you don't think that we finna rip that Band-Aid off, we about to rip that Band-Aid off this week. And we finna start allowing the players that should be playing, that's supposed to be playing, we finna allow them to play. We about to allow them to play this week and really go get it. I do it. Somebody in the chat said, Coach Prime said Slush is hurt. Slush is hurt. I mean, he ain't playing. One thing about Coach Prime, if you don't practice, you ain't playing. I can tell you that right now. If you don't practice, you ain't playing in the game. You ain't playing the game. So if Slush is not playing, he ain't getting a first shot. Coach Prime said Cormani is not ready. Yeah. Hey, Jonas, I've been said this to y'all. I said this to y'all 3-4 months ago. It's on my channel right now. If you haven't, I've been said, man, coming in as a freshman is different. The things that you got to learn to get into this game, to understand, and everything that you got to do, right? Now you got classes that's on top of that. So you got classes, you got study hall, you got film session, you got practice, understanding formations, understanding technique, understanding your assignment. That all plays a key as a freshman. It all plays a key. One of the best things, like with Dylan Edwards, right? When you look at Dylan Edwards, right? What's the best thing that Dylan Edwards did? He came in January and got adjusted to college. That's the reason why he performed at a high level at the first game. He didn't wait to get there in the summertime. He got there. Y'all don't understand, as a freshman, if you're able to graduate early and get there on campus in January, you don't understand how much of that plays in the part of you being able to get on that field faster. It just takes you to a different level. It takes you to a different level. Man, listen, I promise you, if Jeff Sims attacks Travis might have 3 interceptions. I promise you that. I don't think, because just think about it. TCU went after Travis 5 times, right? 5 times out of that game. Jeff Sims will probably go after him twice. I'll be shocked if they go after him 5 times. They go after him 5 times. Travis gonna have 3 interceptions. I promise you that. It's gonna be 3 interceptions. You ain't getting off on Travis, dog. You ain't getting off on Travis. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you right now. Hey, listen. That's Lawrence. I ain't even been talking about Cormani. Everybody keeps talking to me about Cormani. Yeah, I've been telling y'all that from the get-go. But yes, man, Coach Prime has a process. He has a plan. Cormani's gonna be right. What I've been telling y'all from day one, we need Cormani to be ready for Oregon and USC. I ain't worried about the first 3 games. We need Cormani to be ready for Oregon and USC because they got speed, they got talent at the wide receiver group, and we need Cormani to be out there covering, doing his thing, rocking, and confident. That's what we need. Don't put the kid out there and he's not confident, because guess what? You're going to hurt his morale, you're going to hurt his confidence, and it's hard to build that back. So don't put him out there in a situation if he ain't ready. We are loaded at safety. We are loaded. If Shiloh has to make tackles, that says a lot. But Shiloh's all over the field, though. Shiloh's plays down in the box. He plays there. I don't mind Shiloh, like, when I say these leading tackles, but it can't be 1, 2 leading tackles from our safeties, bro. Our defensive line and our linebackers got to clean that up. They got to make plays. They have to clean that up. Prime just said money isn't ready. Listen, we need him ready for Oregon and USC. I don't care about Nebraska ain't a throwing team. They're a running team. Listen, Monty's going to get some reps, even him not being ready. He's going to get some reps because we're going to be up. So he's going to be allowed to get some reps. That's what it's going to be. No Slusher this week. Hopefully, Jacquez is ready to go. Jacquez should be ready to go, man. He should be ready to go. He should be ready to go. Yes, Slusher is hurt. Coach Prime says Slusher is hurt. So, Quez should be ready to go. It's next man up mentality. This is personal. Coach Prime already told y'all. This is personal. We taking it personal on Nebraska. We got the receipts. If you don't believe me, I got the receipts. So I know Coach Prime got the receipts. I know Bucky got the receipts. I know Darius got the receipts. So you best to know this is real personal. So if any Nebraska fans in here, it's personal this week. It's personal. And I'm about to drop that link so you can call in, say what you got to say, say the blessings, because guess what? We here, baby. Hey. Barbecue Bree Love. Come on, man. Hey, listen. I know one person that's going to be playing this week. My boy, Roger Ward. That boy going to be, I know he's going to be playing that week. I know he's going to be playing this week. Hey, Roger Ward finna go out there and do his thing, baby. Y'all finna see 2-9 all over that field. Y'all about to see 2-9 all over that field this week. Hey, Cam is going to play. This is going to be a week. Cam is going to get some reps, too. He's going to get more reps this week. DeMore Kennedy will see a lot this week. A QB that likes to run. Yes. Hey, listen. Y'all are going to see a lot of speed on the field this week. Y'all are going to see a lot of speed on the field this week. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a lot of speed. Gearhead, what it do? It seems to be walking around fine after making that last play on defense on the field. How's he hurt? Coach Prime said he hurt, so I'm not sure. I'll look into it after the live, but Coach Prime just got done doing his interview, so we shall see. Coach Prime did his weekly interview. Marcus has just been the first game. Cam is in on third down. Hey, Cam gonna play a lot this week, man. Y'all gonna see some things change. You gotta blitz Sims. Yes, we gonna do that, man. We gonna do that. Zion, would you play Kermani regardless if he is ready or not? Kermani's gonna play, man. Y'all gotta relax, man. He's gonna play. The defensive end is going to be the key to containing him. Yes, we want to create pressure up the middle. We don't want our defensive end getting too far up the field to create lanes for Sims to run out of. So, yes, our defensive end is going to be a factor, and they're going to play a key. It's not on either Coach Hart. I'm telling you, the line played well. These linebackers have to clean up the gaps and tackles were missed. Yeah, but think about it. We missed a lot of tackles. Our linebacker core missed a lot of tackles. We got to clean that up, man. We can't just go up there and hit, bro. We got to wrap up. But what plays in the part, and here's what I'll tell y'all. What plays in the part of why there were so many missed tackles game one is because the NCAA does not allow colleges to hit and fall practice like they used to. They limit how much you can hit. They control like the tackling. All these things are being controlled. So game one, you see a lot of those mistakes. You see a lot of missed tackles. Game two, things are going to get better. Things have to get better, right? Because you had that first game experience. So now second game, boom, you used to hitting, right? It ain't no more just thudding. What it means by thudding means is you going up there just hitting. You're not really wrapping up. You going in there just hit. Like, come on, man. Go in there and wrap up and go hit somebody. Stop with all this soft tackling stuff. Go in there and hit somebody, man. Go have some passion. Go fly around. Just play at 100 miles per hour, right? Go in there and just go knock somebody's head off for a chance, man. That's all. That's all we asking, baby. Just go in there and have some fun. This should be fun. Why is the offense only having fun? Defense, go have some fun, man. Go have a party in the backfield, baby. Go have a party in the backfield, baby. It's time, dog. It's time. But one thing I'll tell y'all, man, Matt Rule's calm down, man. He ain't trying to create no receipts, but we got them receipts, baby. We got them receipts. I think Willie's going to play this week. Yes, he's going to play. Hey, Rob, you seen that list of players coming into the game? Yes, I seen it. I'm gonna post on Twitter a little bit later on all the players that's coming in. There is gonna be a big list of players coming in this week and next week. So, and if y'all think the list is crazy this week and next week, whew, just wait till the last week of September when we play USC. How big that list gonna be? Just wait then. Just wait then. I'm just waiting for see you to go ahead and prove your boy for that media pass. I should know something about tomorrow. They start to give out media passes tomorrow, so hopefully, man, I'm in that rotation for that media pass. Cause boy, if your boy get that media pass and he on that sideline, your boy gonna be in there. I'm gonna give you all type of content. You best believe that. D-Mac are going to stop. Hey, listen, Savell Smalls is going to play a lot, and he's going to be able to stop that run. Savell Smalls is going to play a lot. Don't count on Savell Smalls. But I like what you're saying right there with D-Mac and Tavon Austin. I like that. Javon's about to eat this week, man. Javon is about to eat. Hey, man. He's going to get some love, man. He's going to get some love. Yeah, I told y'all. Y'all got to just lower your expectations on Kamani, and he's going to excel. He is going to excel and exceed your expectations. You got to relax. He's a freshman. Just relax. Relax. It's a long season. Money going to be ready. He going to be coming. He going to be ready. Missing spring ball as a freshman means that you're not playing the season one pretty much. Haven't seen it firsthand for myself. I'm not going to say all that because you can come in and make an impact as a true freshman, but the learning curve and you being behind an 8-ball is definitely a tremendous curve that you got to catch up to if you don't come in there and play in the spring. I can tell you that. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you one thing about one thing. If y'all think that Shedeur Sanders is satisfied, oh, no, he ain't satisfied. I promise you. Shedeur want to go for 550, 600 on Nebraska. He want to go in there 550, 600 on them boys. For sure. Assad came in January 2. What happened to him? Where is he at? Assad's still there. He's good. He's still there. I think he might be redshirting this year. He got great parents. His dad is cool as hell. He's got great parents. They know it's a plan. Everybody has a plan. Everybody's on a different timetable, right? We can't expect everybody to play. Everybody's on a different timetable. But when it goes to Assad, he is going to play. He more likely should redshirt this year. You're gonna see a lot of him next year. His route running is immaculate. His route running is immaculate. He's gonna get there. I would not throw at Travis at all. Hey man, people gonna try, man. The more you throw at Travis, the more opportunity we got for turnovers. That's what I'm gonna tell you. CU is ranked 25 in the country. That was fast. Hey, Zion, who ranked them 25th? Who ranked them 25th? I saw CU ranked at 18th. That's the dude from Fox. The AP poll is the one that really the AP and the coaches poll is the one that really matters. Fox, that's just somebody doing that. Kamani's best game to play would be CSU. Man, listen, get up, man. Y'all gotta relax on Kamani. I'm telling y'all, dog. Y'all gotta relax on him. We're beating Nebraska by at least 14. I think it's gonna be more than that, but will Mathis play? Yes, Mathis should play this week. Fox, I know Fox got them ranked at 18th. I know that for sure. Thanks, Zion, for cleaning that up. Kamani is probably a fan favorite. Yes, man, everybody's on Kamani. Coach said Kamani has to be ready. He's never said the boy wasn't ready. People run with false narratives now. Keep up the good work, brother Rob. I'm headed to a meeting. Blessings, everyone. See y'all around in these YouTube streets. Rob hates Kamani now. Bro, I ain't never hated Kamani. What are you talking about, bro? I ain't never hated Kamani. I just said from day one that he wasn't going to start, man. And everybody gave me hate, man. I don't hate Kamani. I just telling y'all, man, to lower your expectations, and he's going to exceed your expectation if you just lower him. It's a long season. People are freaking out about Kermani, not really realizing he's a true freshman. Hey, I just want to say to keep focused and take no tea for granted. Facts. I've been saying the same thing. Hey, that's why I said, this is take it personal, right? This is take it personal week. We know it's a rivalry, but we want to take it even farther than that. We taking it personal because Matt Rule came out there running his mouth, and now we got to go show him what it really is. We got to show him. Did you notice TCU would hold onto our running backs for extensive time to make sure that yes, but also what played a part to that too, right? TCU was holding a lot. A lot of plays they were holding, they didn't call it, right? And then think about it like this: the referees weren't even spotting the ball because they was gassed. They was like, "Hey, this tempo is too fast. This tempo is too fast." The only people that can slow our tempo down is the referees. That's it. That's it, man. And they gotta, ESPN got them ranked in the 20s. I think I seen some article with ESPN got them 21st or something, but we'll see. We need to wrap up and tackle downhill. Rob is definitely, man, I'm just keep answering the same question over and over. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. That's all, baby. I'm just here, man. I'm just tired. Still waiting on the AP. Listen, the AP and the coaches poll, those are the two ones that y'all should be paying attention to. Those are the ones that rank for the playoffs. Anything outside of that, I mean, it's just people just doing stuff for clicks. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Jonas, did you read Coach Prime said in his interview? If I said you're going to be ready to play and you don't play, it's because you're not ready. Hey, man, I believe that alone. Prime gonna have the alumni in the house explains the rivalry to these boys. Hey, listen, the alumni already been there. The alumni been there since the victory on Saturday. They've been lined up to talk to the team. They listen. If you don't understand how big this rivalry is, hey, you lost in the sauce. Cause it get big. It's big, man. Matt knows he will not stop our offense, CU defense, even admit they didn't know how fast TCU offense was. Listen, the adjustments that we gonna make week to week is going to be immaculate. It's going to be immaculate. Our coaching staff on the defensive end, just defense period, they're going to get these boys right. We're going Coach Prime. One thing about Coach Prime does not have bad defenses. He is going to get on these coaches about the defense. He's going to get it cleaned up. And we are out to prove a statement this week on the defensive end. I'm telling you right now. That's why Coach Prime say take it personal, because our defense is going to show up like no other, and y'all going to see a difference. I don't like the 4-2-5. I would switch to a 4-3 or 5-2. We definitely don't need to go to a 5-2. I can tell you that right now. We don't need to go to a 5-2. Expect to see more 4-3 than 4-2-5 just because of the way Nebraska runs their offense. Just expect to see more linebackers on the field. Just expect. And if, we can still run a 4-2-5, but we'll see. Next week, everybody that's really, really hurt that they had been expecting to come back should be back next week for the CSU game, right? Your Travis Jays, your B. Gantz, for sure, Quest should be back. They got to get them reps in next week. So that's why I said these next 2 weeks are vital for Oregon and USC, because anybody that's hurt or anybody that's come back from injury, these are the next 2 weeks is to get them in, get them some reps, so they can feel contact, so they can be ready to go for Oregon and USC. Coach Brown was smart, embracing the alumni. Coach Brown has always embraced the alumni. No matter where he's been, no matter what he's done, he's always embraced the alumni, because Prime ain't stupid, right? If you embrace the alumni, you're going to get people to donate. Hey, Coach Prime is a businessman before anything. That's one thing you can say about Coach Prime is a businessman. Rob, a lot of the new Buff fans have no clue how big this rivalry is. They don't. But you're going to find out. You're going to find out. Zion. Jonas, bro, who you talking to, bro? Golly. I'm trying to be calm, but he's focusing on my pimping hand. On my pimping hand, so good. Bro, y'all is stripping in this chat, bro. Coach Prime going off on Coach Kelly on the sideline about the defense. But see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that y'all forgetting, though. Yes, Coach Prime was going off on Coach Kelly. Coach Kelly was dialing up the right plays against TCU. The problem was players were missing assignments. So you can't blame it all on Charles Kelly. He dialing up the right defense. He's putting them in the right position. But players are missing assignments. Who fault is that? Charles Kelly can't take every blame on that. The players have to own up to their mistakes, get into their playbook, watch the film, and really study. There was a lot of missed assignments. If you go back and you really break that game down and really go back and watch the defense play, Charles Kelly called a great game. We just have players that miss assignments. On those crossing routes, you see our linebackers and our safeties running to each other. Instead of, hey, man, hey, switch, or talking, communicating, that's the one area where that was our biggest downfall. We didn't communicate on those crossing routes because we could easily, the one play, right, where we communicated, Travis Hunter picked the ball off because he passed his receiver on to the safety. Those are the things that the little mental breakdowns that we had, those going to get cleaned up because now they see how valuable it is. Just communicate. As long as we communicate on defense, we're going to be fine, right? You can't be about yourself on defense. You got to be as a unit. You got to fly around as a unit. You got to fly to the ball as a unit. You got to communicate as a unit. Things where the problem was we did not communicate on defense at a high clip like we supposed to. Those things going to get cleaned up. But I promise you, the people that wasn't communicating, best believe they're going to have a short leash this week. They're going to have a short leash this week. I promise you that. I promise you. If you don't communicate, if you don't pay attention to your assignment, guess what's going to happen? Come on and sit on to the sideline, player. Come on, player. Come on to the sideline because we got somebody that want to do the job. Rob, that last drive was perfect. They were blitzing so fast, not even giving Chandler time to focus on Shedeur. Yes. Shedeur wasn't even in the right spot where he's supposed to. I mean, I said Shedeur. Shallow. Shallow wasn't even in the right position where he's supposed to on defense. Good thing that Slusher was there to make the tackle to stop them on fourth down. So, hey, we there, right? Because the safeties, right? Shiloh was supposed to be guarding the safety the tight end on that last play. But it is what it is. We got the victory. We did what we're supposed to do, and then moved on. Think we'll see Otto this week. Yes, we are going to see Otto this week. We are going to see a lot of players this week in rotation. Otto should be ready to go this week. I don't know how. I'm not going to say how much he's going to play, but I do think you'll see a couple carries by Otto this week just to get him in a flow, get him into a rhythm, right? And then next week you'll see him have even more load, right? Otto came here to start and be the guy, so don't be surprised if you see Otto out there. He should get some carries. There was a route Cam ran into Travis. That's what I'm saying. Communication. Simple communication. But, hey, we going to see. Hey, let's go. The AP got caught on rank 22. Hey. That's cool. That's cool. I'll take that. Chandler was under duress, and he could. But look who got that pressure on him on the last play. That was D.V. Harris. D.V. Harris didn't play the entire game. He didn't play the entire game, but he made the key play at the end of the game. Hey, Miss Crystal, that one play TCU did in the red zone. What play? Are you talking about the one? Are Are you talking about the one Trey Sanders ran to the outside and they was holding Kyrie Mans? And it was like, how could you not call that? Everybody in America seen that? Yeah, yeah. That made me mad too. They got CU all over the place in these rankings. Nobody's gonna be consistent with CU in the rankings, right? To be honest, them rankings CU this high is kind of crazy though. It's kind of crazy, but we'll take it though. We'll take it. We'll take it. Reach the People just dropped. Bam. Hey, I just dropped a link in the chat. If you want to come up and you want to talk about Nebraska, feel free. Just click on the link. I'll see you in the background. I'll pull you up. Hey, DV Harris is going to play a lot this week. Expect a bunch of our defensive line to play this week. Expect the rotation on our linebackers. Like, there's going to be a lot of short, like, it's going to be a lot. When I tell you, it's going to be a lot of, like, if you miss assignment, if you're not in the right place where you're supposed to be at, I guarantee you there's going to be a short leash this week. I guarantee you. All the players that was not ready to play last week, some of them going to be ready to play this week. And some of them might not be in a reason of, like, they wasn't physically ready, but it could be mentally not being ready, right? They could not have enough practices, because one thing about Coach Prime, if you don't have enough practices, he will not play you. If you do not have enough practice with Coach Prime, he's not playing you. He don't care who you is. He is not going to risk to put you out there for a short term over the long term. But it is what it is. So, hey, Nebraska week is here. We got the key players on offense. We got the key players on defense, right? I go back through the key offensive players for Nebraska, right? The key offensive players for Nebraska. We got Jeff Sims, the quarterback. We got Anthony Grant, number 23. We got Kemp, number 1, and Lloyd, 22. Those are the 4 key players for Nebraska, all right, on offense. On defense, the key players on defense, they got a DB, number 12, Brown. Luke, a linebacker, number 4. Nash, a defensive lineman, number 0. Wright, number 33, linebacker. And then they got a defensive lineman, number 97. So they got 5 key players on defense. So, hey, I just gave y'all a rundown. Offense and defense, who the key player is. 9 players that I listed off for key players this week. All we got to do is come do what we do. Play in our up-tempo offense. Don't let the refs slow us down. Be ready to go. Be fired up. And take it personal. And take it personal. The rankings are BS anyway. If you're good enough to beat the man, you should be the man. If you beat a number 6 team, why would you rank them? And so, all right, so let me break this down, right? I'm going to say this. If Clemson doesn't lose last night, do y'all think that they would rank CU? I'm going to say this again. If Clemson does not lose last night to Duke, do you think they rank CU? My answer to that question, no. With Clemson losing last night and the way they lost last night, they had no choice but to rank CU. But I don't think they rank CU. And I love CU, right? I believe. We got old school in the building. Clemson losing last night.
Hold on. What's good? I got to get this sound down in the background right fast. Just give me a second. I'm gonna get back at you, okay?
Okay. Right. But yeah, it's some key factors of why they rank CU, right? Because Coach Prime asked him, "Do you believe?" I believe. I know everybody in the chat believe, right? Clemson was an embarrassment. No CU would not be right. Hey, listen. I'm telling y'all, the way Clemson lost last night played a part. I got you. Yo, welcome to the stream.
What's going on, man?
Greenville, talk to us, baby.
Hey, man, Coach Prime, hey, man, he should be a lot of people's motivation. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you the reason I clicked on because it go deeper than football because you can't have that much fucking fun and not love what you do. You heard?
Yes, sir.
So I don't care if you work a 9 to 5, you got to address that shit like that every day. Because if you don't, you're not gonna evaluate yourself as the way a business will evaluate you because you got so much potential. Everybody got potential, but it's how you use that energy. You feel me?
Yep.
And Travis showing it's not. Hey, Shador the shit. But Travis, he giving you flashes of what is going to come. Cause once Colorado get that goddamn team, like give it they not gonna stay 2 years. But he gotta stay one. They gotta stay one. But
Honestly,
2 years
actually,
they gone and Dion gone. I guarantee you Dion gonna be a head coach in the NFL.
I don't, right? And that was one thing I was gonna talk about that I ain't touch base on. Shador and Travis Travis gotta stay another year. So that's what's gonna keep
Shador gotta
Shador
stay a
there.
year too.
No, he doesn't.
No, it
Shador can
don't.
come out.
This is just going on. This is third year right now playing, brother. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Sorry, Rob.
Shador can actually leave after this season. Shador's
Yes,
gonna
he
stay another
can, but
season because of Travis.
Travis is staying, so he gotta stay to finish the job, bro. That's what Dion said. Y'all not listening.
No. First of all, you're not listening, brother, because this is first of all when you made the mistake. You made the mistake of thinking that Dion is going to leave. Dion he ain't got to leave and go nowhere. Why would you leave a good job, a cozy job you got just because you want to go play for Florida, go coach for Florida, or any other school? He can be good right where he at, and he can grow right where he at. What he want to think about is the future. Them other teams, those other schools aren't going to give him a future like that. They're not going to let him run it like he's running it right now. So your main mistake is right now is thinking Dion's just going to run just like everybody else going to think that.
Hey,
But then
bro,
that's where you did wrong. So you got the
everybody
wrong
and their
understanding.
mama give Dion whatever the fuck they want right now.
Okay, okay, who is their mama then? Who is everybody else
Well,
then?
I'm just
Start
hypothetical.
no. First of all, you just
Not
talking. Just start with
mamas,
what you say.
period.
Just prove what you
Here's
said. Who is going to do all this? They didn't
here's
do it before.
here's what
Who
I
is
would
going to
say.
do all this?
Here's what I'll say to y'all. Like Shador is not leaving. He's gonna play
Thank
another year out.
Thank
Right.
Me personally, and this is me being honest. I don't see Coach Prime not leaving in 2 years. I'm telling
Hey,
you,
nah,
I
he
see
may
this
not leave
narrative.
in two,
I
but
see
when
this
his
narrative
son,
being created because right now, right? I see this narrative being created right now, right? That Deion Sanders is going to the NFL. He
And
is
he
not
said he
going to.
ain't going.
He's not going to the NFL, right? And the reason why I'm telling you that is what he's about to build in Boulder. He's going to be able to get everything that he wants, and he don't have to leave nowhere. He don't have to go
right, he
rebuild nothing.
don't.
He can just stay with exactly where he's at. And so I see this narrative being created a lot, and it's like, why are people like we just played one game and already now he's going to NFL?
Hey,
No,
We
bro,
don't
hold
believe
on,
in
hold
Coach
on,
Prime.
hold
he was
on, hold
painted
on, cause
before. This ain't
that's
just started.
that's not accurate, bro. He haven't just played one game. Everything
No,
this
no, no.
man has
I'm saying
done
one game
in
in
his
Colorado.
life,
I'm saying
he
one game in
never
Colorado.
felt that's anything. Even when he went and played baseball, he dominated. He was like a 556 or something. Yeah, he was up there.
Okay, you
So
saying
it's
that to
not
say
like,
what now?
hey, bro, all I'm saying is the team ball and the coaches. Hey, bro, he don't got average coaches. He got NFL coaches. He got NFL. You
Okay,
got to think
you
about that,
saying
bro.
that
When
he's
you
going to
get
leave. With
people to
bag up
leave,
why you say he's going to leave. I need to know why you
he
say he's
got
going to
he
leave.
got college head coaches. He
Why is
don't
he
just
going
got
to leave
average
then? In two
people,
years
bro.
or 3 years, why is he going to leave? Your point is already
No,
understood. We
my
know
point
that.
was they gonna dominate. And I said that he gonna leave in a couple years because
Why?
you gotta
And
think
my
he's
point is
not that
why.
type of person to stay. He get
Oh,
bored quick.
right. Okay.
He get bored
That type
quick.
of person.
Just
Right. I
like
know you get.
Travis
You're
Hunter
right.
get
Okay.
bored quick. That's why Travis gotta play both sides of the ball because he got so much energy and he get bored quick. So and that's just how it is, bro.
All right, so let me answer. I'm gonna answer this question. Hey Lawrence, I see your point. Like if Shador produces like game one, he has to go. I'm telling you right now, he's not gonna go to the league. He don't need the money.
He don't.
It's
He can
He
not
stay
like
right
about
there
the
where he
money.
at, win
See,
he
championships.
that's
don't
He
what
win 2
Dion and
championships.
them
he
pushing,
don't.
bro. It's not about the money. This is right now. What they doing. They not even going to apologize for what they gonna do.
But
Get,
the
you
reason
feel
why
me?
I keep telling y'all that he's not gonna go to the league is because y'all gotta pay
Who not
y'all gotta
gonna
pay
go,
attention to
sir?
one thing.
Deion
And the
Sanders.
one thing y'all gotta pay attention to
Who not
is
gonna go, sir?
Shador's not going to the league after this year.
Oh my. No, he gonna finish the year out because Travis gonna finish.
No, but why the reason why I'm saying is the real reason why I'm saying this is because y'all gotta pay attention to see if Sean Lewis leaves after this year or not. Because Sean Lewis can bounce out after he could be a one and done. But Shador is gonna finish the job because they made a commitment to Travis Hunter. They made a
Right,
commitment. So
right.
that's why I keep telling people that everybody
That's
like, man,
I'm
Shador's
at.
Sanders coming out. And like what y'all don't understand, Travis has to play another year. They're
Right.
gonna make sure that Travis is in the best position to be a top draft pick because you don't understand how that's gonna change everything
Hey, you
with
right
Deion
about that, bro.
Sanders and everything that he's preaching about a two-way player.
If
So Shador is going to stay an extra year.
if a reporter was to ask him a question like that, Travis will tell them the truth, man. He'll walk away from him because that's just what type of time they on. Am I gonna stay another year? The job's not finished. What do you mean? That's how they talk. They gonna keep it a bullet. They not gonna sugarcoat nothing, bro. You see how they do?
Man, I just know, man, watching this interaction and the way things are going, right? Shador really ain't in no rush to get to NFL. He's gonna get NIL deals. So
He already got
why rush
NIL
yourself?
deals.
And on top of that, right? Just think about it. If Shador was to leave, right, and just say he was the first quarterback picked off the board, you about to go to the Arizona the Cardinals, who has the worst roster in the NFL. Why put yourself through that?
Hey, it was that girl that played basketball for LSU that was the #1 person with the NIL deals, and Travis Hunter just topped that in one day.
You talking about Reese, Angel
Yeah,
Reese?
yeah, yeah. Travis Hunter topped that in one day. Big facts. One game, that's all it took. And then people say, "Oh, it's gonna take more than one." No, it only took more. It only took one game for everybody to believe. Nowadays the storyline. Nowadays, you gotta think about it. 1-11, and then your first game against a team that goddamn is well put together. That's not the same team from the championship from last year. And then you take a team that nobody ever played together. They got 86 transport. Man, get out of here, man.
I was just everybody that's speaking, just watch y'all cuss it to a limit because I got people watching from
Oh,
seeing
my
my
bad,
page,
bro.
so
My bad.
I'm trying to
I
get my
love the
media
Lord.
bag. Yeah,
My,
you good, you good. I just want y'all
I love the
just
Lord.
be careful what y'all say.
It's
That's
all
all.
good. But I'm just saying that's just statistics. 86 brand new players against a well put together team that went to the championship last year that lost to Georgia. So you got to think it's not just one game. It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, I'm not even really looking at the end of the season, the draft, man. We just focus on 1 week at a time. Nebraska, man. So, hey, that's where we at. Hey, you got any
Oh
thoughts
no!
on
Oh,
the Nebraska game?
Nebraska, they gonna lose by 15, 16, somewhere around that point. It's gonna be
The-
a 2-score game.
Okay. What's your thoughts? Old school.
My thoughts about what you just said. I wonder if the Georgias and the Michigans only looking at it just one game at a time. You understand me? Because sometimes you can look past a lot of things. If you successful with what you do and how you do things, you can look past a lot of things. And really, you want to look past a lot of things. You want to keep your eye, man, on the prize. You don't really want it to be on the next game. You really want to keep it on the prize. You want to stay focused on that last game, that Utah game. Because that game
Right.
be about something. You understand me? So you want to be in a position to make sure that you're right there. So if it's anything you want to stay focused on that last game. The rest of the game is going to take care of itself. You got to take care of that last game, and that's the game that's going to get you in position to be in the championship. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay, so that's it. That's all. That's all I think, man. I'm just saying, Prime ain't going nowhere. It's time for him to do
Oh
something.
nah, Prime. I'm telling you, he gonna finish his job because he gonna want to coach his. Before he die, he gonna want to coach his son in the NFL, and then when he gonna pick the right team to where he can goddamn coach his kids, and that's just how it's gonna be. And he gonna make his NFL team a dream team.
Hey, no name. Let me answer this. No name. I see you saying Shador goes to go to NFL, which I don't disagree with you there. If he's top rated, top 10 pick, he's leaving. Trevor has to come back, but next season is his last. There is no reason for him to stay. That's the goal. Well, what you don't understand in this whole situation, no name, is that they put a plan in place with Travis Hunter. They didn't just pick up and just get Travis Hunter for no reason. There is a plan in place.
Oh
if
yeah.
you don't believe that Coach Prime is gonna make sure that Travis is good and he got a quarterback that can help him accomplish his goals and they can both go take over at the same time,
Right.
you're crazy. You are crazy.
Thank
So you can't just take off one game and be like, well, Shador had a great season, he's leaving. Shador is trying to prove something at a totally different level, and he's thinking about something way different than what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
They're not chasing a bag to the NFL. There's no rush because guess what? Being a top quarterback in the draft, you're probably going to go to a losing situation.
Thank you. We're going to go to a
Probably going to go to a losing situation.
Right.
So if you're going to go to a losing situation, Coach Prime want to control the narrative where Shador goes. That's one thing that you don't – if you don't understand that,
That's
Coach Prime is going to control the situation where Shador goes. So he's not going to put Shador in the opportunity. Hey man, go to Arizona Cardinals. They got a franchise quarterback and Shador there. Like they don't make no sense. And those
That's
are
all
things
it
that you gotta
is.
realize.
You would do your kid like that too, though, if you had the opportunity.
Yes, for sure, 100%. If my son's about to go to NFL, right, and I'm looking at the teams that could possibly pick him, and I don't like the situation. Hey man, go ahead and play another year.
Right.
Because guess what? You gonna get that money. You gonna recruit right that money anyway. What you finna make from the NFL? You finna recruit right that money anyway from NIL.
Right. Yeah. So they're
And so
gonna
it's
be a millionaire in college.
yeah.
I look at it like not only that, Rob. I look at it like this: we go down to competition. There's a guy out there, USC. He got MVP all he just the last year, so he's running up to get it. Matter of fact, running up to get it right now. I don't see Shadur really beating him out because there's too much going on out there at USC. So if Shadur want to stick around and get that kind of pub like that young man getting pub, two-time national, two-time MVP, then Shadur gonna have to stick around for a little bit more longer because he ain't got one yet. That man got one on him already, working on two. And Shadur ain't got none. And you talking about he going out right just like that next year? I don't think so because he ain't gonna go ahead.
Job
He ain't
is
gonna go
just
ahead.
to
He's
give
not gonna.
people the
He's
ball.
not gonna go ahead of that man. So he got to prove that he's better than that man. He got to prove it. He got to show that he is, and he's worthy of it. And he ain't done that yet. So I don't give him just no 1 year to just do all that. I'm not that stupid. I'm not blind. But he got good game, though. I think he can. I can think he worked that man out, but not no 1 year, though. I don't think he got it like that.
Hey Z, my bad. Hey, jump back on the stream, Z. My bad. But what I'll say to this, right, is that the things that we focus on, like they ain't even focused on that right now, right? Shador ain't focused on no NFL, none of that. All he focused on, hey, let's go out and beat Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, for me, it's like, man, take it one game at a time, right? One game at a time. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna drop it. Go ahead, old school. My bad.
All right, but no. I was good. I was good on the talking part. Okay, yeah, I'm good on the talking part. I let you drop the link. But that's all I was saying, though. Rob, I'm gonna tell you something, Rob. Man, I'm gonna tell you. Look, they got a good team. They got to keep a good team up. Only way they're gonna keep it up is inside their mindset, what they have to do, and they have to stick straight to that game plan. They can't listen to everybody what we talking about. They have to stick to their game plan. And really, they struggling and they fighting, especially on the defensive part, because there's other people out there that ain't played yet that's going to come and make it busy. So a lot of people just going to be uncomfortable on the defensive side from CU until they get it right. And they finna get it right in a minute. As soon as these players come up, boy, it's getting greater and greater out there. And
Oh yeah.
And
Hey,
it's competition.
well, Well, old school, I appreciate y'all. Dreamville, I appreciate y'all. Zion just jumped on. I'm about to let y'all go. Y'all can feel free to jump back on once Zion jump off. What up, Zion?
All right.
Man, no, let them talk.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, all right.
Let them
What up,
talk.
Zion? Talk to me, baby.
I'm just listening to y'all, man. The
Hey, man, you
craziness.
came up here, man. I've been waiting for you to come up on the platform for a minute, dog. Let's talk. Talk to me, baby. What's going on?
I'm listening to this craziness, man.
What's your feelings, man? What's your thoughts?
Shador not going nowhere.
Hey, I'm saying the same thing, man.
He gonna come back for his senior season, play with his dad, play with Travis.
I look at it like this, man. Like,
And win another. Don't forget the part with the win another championship because he had already won before he got ready to go to the next championship. I'm telling you, he'll keep winning championships for the next 2 years if he stick around with the 2 championships. I'm telling y'all just don't get it yet, but y'all will.
But you
Championships.
gotta realize though, championship is not an easy thing to do.
Hey, look,
Everybody gotta be
let
clicking.
me put it like this. Rob, peace day. I don't want to take over your show, Rob, but I'm gonna show you how easy it is. We just beat TCU. TCU just played Georgia State for the national championship. They didn't do very well in that. I don't think we can do no worse than what TCU did, and they got there. I don't think if we get there, we gonna stink up the place, brother.
But we need the trenches though.
we definitely need the trenches.
Hey, TCU had the trenches when they got there.
Look at Georgia though. The past 2 years.
Hey, I'm talking about getting there. We get there. We deal with the situation. We get there. I'm talking about getting there. Come on now. I'm talking about
we getting there, but you need the trenches. You need D linemen.
I agree.
You need interchangeable.
I agree.
You gotta take 3 out, put 3 in.
All right. You don't think we got that?
Old school, I ask you a question right now.
Go ahead.
We don't have the trenches to compete at a high level against national teams.
But
we can beat next year. I'm telling you, by next year we gonna have the trenches fixed, and we gonna have that fixed fast. Like
yes,
the plan right now, and this is what people don't understand, and why I keep saying Shador ain't going nowhere. Coach Prime trying to get to that national championship game, right? The playoff go to 12 teams next year. So this year one of showing y'all what the part of the process look like. Next year, we building on that, and we gonna have even better players come next year.
But this year gonna be all about a bowl game.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Rob. I want to catch up with you. Coach Prime said they want to wear it out. Coach Prime said they gonna wear that water wear. He didn't say water. He said they gonna wear it down. So that means he would. What do you mean just go win a game? What do you mean winning the whole thing? What do you think he means?
I'm talking about like the next year goal is to win it all, right? Coach Prime, if Coach Prime
really, your goal is to be in position to win it all. So you want to put yourself in a position. You're just like playing a lottery. If you don't put up the money to get in, how you gonna win? Now he want to be in position to do such. And now I say again, I think he got everything in check. And you say he got to win in the trenches. Okay, the trenches are going to get a little bit better, especially on the defensive side. They're going to get a little bit better come this week and going into the next weeks after that. So that's growth and development, and it's all going to go uphill then because they're going to keep getting better this year, not next year. See, this is what I'm focused on. I'm focused on this year, not next year. You focus on we can do this next year. Well, then they might up to next year there.
You think they're 12-0?
You ain't going to no NFL. They ain't winning.
You think they're going 12-0?
I tell you, my bet was on 11-1, but I know they going 12-0. I just you asked, listen to me. You asked me a question, and the reason why I said 12-0 because I know they went 11-1 for the last 2 years, so that's what Coach Prime do.
But that was a SWAC though.
I don't see them taking their step down.
All right. You know the last team to go 12-0 and win the national title was Bama. You know how hard that was to do.
It wasn't hard for them. They paid for it. They got the best players.
But they got 5 stars galore on the bench.
I'm already knowing that. I know that. I know about Alabama. I don't follow them, but I know how they get out. I understand.
You don't got that right now. We building up.
Look at it like this. You know how you just said Alabama? If that was the case, you would write Alabama off to winning all the games. Last time I checked, Georgia won the last 2 championships.
Okay, and what they doing? And what was they doing? Building up the trenches, right?
Boy, I'm telling you, building up that squad. Building up that
No,
squad.
you need the trenches to win any championship.
Yeah, well, see, you did real good. The trenches against a team that just went to the national championship.
TCU wasn't even supposed to be in the championship game last year.
It was that school. Matter of fact, they won games. They won games all through the Pac. They won games in the Pac-12 and in the Big 12 too. So they won enough games.
Big 12 don't play defense.
They made it there, bro. And then this is my point. And see, you can make it there just as easy.
They got beat by Kansas State.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Look here. You know, I'm going to tell you something. It's a chance at the end of the year. It's just a chance at the end of the year to see you going to have 3 players running for, what's the name, MVP for the whole thing.
I ain't worried about Heisman. I ain't worried about Heisman. Heisman is a one-man thing. That's not a team.
Well, yeah, it is. If you got 3 Heisman players candidates on there, then you do it right.
Okay, all right, Caleb. Answer me this. Caleb won Heisman last year, right?
Yeah, the quarterback.
Where did he go? What did he do with it?
Right now, he's
no. What did he do with it?
He'll face it with another one. Is that
no, he's not. No, he's not. What did he do with it last year? What did it get him?
I mean, but brother, look here. I ain't with that $100,000 question. So all you got to do is just answer that same question you asked me.
You see, Rob, you can't answer me. He ain't do nothing with it.
Answer it. What did he do with it? Matter of fact, last time I checked, he still got it.
Old school, I'm going to answer it. So Caleb Williams didn't do anything, right? When he got to the big game, he couldn't win. And that's the moral of the story, right? It's
whoa.
Relax.
Go ahead. Relax. Y'all got it twisted. That ain't the moral of the story, brother.
The moral story of what Zion's trying to get at, we don't care about winning the Heisman because it's an individual goal. We worry more about the team's success. And as long as we win, that's all we care about, right? Wins over, will we be happy if somebody won a Heisman from CU? Yes.
Hell yeah, I'll be ecstatic if we win a Heisman, but I don't care about them.
The main goal is to get as high as we can get and finish as high as we can get this year.
Okay. Look here, I'm gonna tell you something. It's not chess. You know what I'm saying? It's dominoes. All you have to do is run the score up on them. Coach Prime had already said that. They don't have to maneuver this or maneuver that or maneuver anything. Run the score up on them. And they got the players to do that. And the only way you can have players to do that, they got to be noticeable. You got 3 players right there that's very much noticeable. And you have to stop them. The other team have to make game plans to stop them individually. If not, then they gonna go off. And not only do they got the 3 right there, wait till McCaskill come back. Boy, okay. And we talking about we got 4 MVPs that can sit up there and get it real fast. And if y'all don't think that's something, you crazy. That's why they got all them players out there in Alabama. You just said that. We loaded up too. That's my point.
I'm not saying we ain't loaded up. You
saying something.
We don't got the trenches to keep up with them type teams. TCU.
The trenches ain't got enough to keep up with what we got. The trenches
no team's gonna be able to keep up with that Temple offense. You can't keep up with that.
Yeah, hey, look here. The trenches wasn't doing them no good when Travis Hunter stole that ball like he did. Trenches didn't do them no good.
Travis Hunter is a once in a generation. Travis Hunter is a once in a generational talent.
That comes like I said, my point was at first we got 4 players that can make plays just like that at any time. Those are Heisman Trophy winning players, and other teams ain't got it like that. You said USC, University of Southern California. You can say them, but they only got 1 can do that. We got 4 that's in the running. That could beat in the running easily. You still don't get it, do you?
All right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, all right.
Ask me this.
I'm talking about right now, not next year. Right now.
What did Baker Mayfield when Baker Mayfield won Heisman? What did he win?
Man, I don't know about nobody.
Tyler Murray won Heisman. What did he win?
Man, I don't follow them, bro.
You talking Heisman? You talking Heisman?
I mean, are you saying that to say what though?
The Heisman don't mean nothing. It's not team success. It's individual success. Individual success is not gonna get you to the natty.
You got 4 receivers that got over 100 yards in that one game. That was this week.
That was week one. We still ain't even see like 10 other people that didn't even play.
I mean, on whose side? On CU side?
I'm
You got
CU
four
side.
right there. You got
You
four
didn't
right
see
there that was very happy.
you didn't see Javon ball out yet. McCaskill ain't ball out yet.
That's my point. You really
That's
ain't
what I'm
seen
saying.
nothing.
But you talking about these 4 players and Heisman. You got more dogs on the team.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what my point is. See, right now, you want to sit up there and talk with you. Just back to the point. My point is, we got too much to sit up there and stifle us. To sit up there and say we can't do this year. That's my whole point. And you ain't really arguing against that. You sitting up there playing in between, sitting up there want to bump your gums. But I'm telling you what the deal is. We got it now. We ain't got to wait till next year. So if you think we can wait till next year to do it, no, we can do it this year. And that's
I'm not saying we can't do it next year.
Well, evidently you said it because you
moderator, can y'all take care of that for me?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob.
No. I'm talking to my moderators. Moderators, can y'all take care of that for me? Go ahead. Y'all good.
No, right now, Rob. I'm gonna tell you something. I see it this year, Rob. I'm telling you, man. Forget next year, man. I'm telling you, Rob. It ain't like you don't see it. You just really don't get it. But when it comes to
Rob see it, but Rob is like me. We're not just gonna go off of one game. You can't go off of one game.
I ain't talking about one game. I'm talking about the future thereof.
You gotta let the season play out. For any team to reach the national championship, it's a team success. Everybody got to be healthy. You got to be on one accord.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Why you think Georgia been winning them natties back to back?
Because they paid for it, just like Alabama and the rest of the big money team schools and did it. Don't ask me those silly ass questions like that because the question like that because
I asked
know
Rob.
how they got it. I know how they got it.
Ask Rob the same question now.
And matter of fact, let me put it like this. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why they winning the championship like that because they be getting the boys from the South. Coach Brian would sit up there. And he caught on to it too. Now he gonna sit up there and get them boys from the South. I'm telling you.
So you saying last year was a fluke for Georgia?
Well, ask that people from Alabama because I could care less.
They won back to back. They won back to back natties with a walk on.
Somebody from Alabama because I could care less whether Georgia wanted or not.
They won back to back natties with a walk on though.
Is Carpet taking the building?
What up, Carpet Tech?
Is Carpet taking the building? Hey, if Carpet taking the building, hey, Carpet Tech, jump on, man.
Hey, Rob. Yeah. Georgia won the back to back natties with a walk on, right?
Correct.
Okay, then. So old school talking about Heisman. That Heisman don't mean nothing.
Team success, baby.
It ain't worth 2 cents. You said that Heisman ain't worth 2 cents.
It's not worth nothing.
Wait, listen to me. Let me say what Rob right there because I think I heard Rob say something. Look at Rob. The Heisman will get you up there in them standards where you can sit up there and get a whole bunch of more money. That Heisman look real good when they start trying to draft you and place you where they want to get you.
Actually, sometimes that can hurt you though. To be honest,
it hurts you.
It put more expectation on you, and that's the thing that a lot of people realize.
That's one thing. That's one thing about the players that we got now. They ain't scared. You got some people scared. I agree with you, Rob. I know that is. But
Rob,
these some dogs right here. They want that smoke.
Hey, Rob, I'm gonna give you one analogy. Rob, look at Baker Mayfield. He won the Heisman, right? Went to the college football playoffs, lost or whatever, got to the NFL, was good in what? The first year or two. Now he's what? He's damn near washed.
I can say that about a lot of Heismans for real.
I bet you won't be able to say that about Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter is a once in a generational talent.
I'll see. There we go with that again. Listen, okay, then I bet you won't say that about Shedeur.
Just take it one game at a time, baby. Take it one game at a time.
That one day at a time. Boy,
we talking about Nebraska right now. We talking about Nebraska. We didn't get to this Heisman talk.
You going to Heisman, and we only playing week 1.
I love it, but man, we talking about Nebraska, right?
All right.
Y'all jumping like old school. You jumping 3-4 games in.
Man, look at me. I'm talking all the way down to when we play Utah, bro. I'm talking about 12 games in. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it, boy. It's coming. I want you to hurry up, catch up so you can see it too. That way we ain't got to argue for the next 6 or 7, 8 weeks.
We just got to pray nobody else get injured because that's 12 weeks.
Bro. I mean, who nobody else? I mean, he got players he can throw it to. I mean, who's going to get injured? Who's going to get injured that is going to make the big deal?
It's football, man. Injuries happen.
I mean, which players on that team, besides the quarterback, maybe is going to be a big deal if they lose. Oh, that's right, Travis. But then they got receivers and they got defensive back that they can throw into that position. Any player can get their position taken. I mean, replaced. It ain't gonna always be the same.
Actually, we kind of light at DB at corner.
No, we ain't. Man, matter of fact, that's our strongest thing. Ask Rob. Rob will tell you that.
That is definitely
no, we're not.
Position.
No, we're not.
You don't think that is not our strongest suit.
No, we're not.
Because the young boy, because of them young freshmen.
No, we're not.
I wouldn't say that. Is if you really break down this roster, like when it comes to like scholarships, walk-ons, things like that, like
corner is the weakest.
Quarterback is not our strongest position, but next year it will be. Next year it will be one of our strongest positions, but this year it's not.
All right. I didn't think that. I didn't think that. I think them young boys. I think them young boys coming good. I think they coming good to the point that they can make it through this.
You can't put high expectations on a 5-star coming out of high school.
I said the young boys. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about Kamani just on the Kamani. Because I'm not even disputing that. I know he's when Rob. When Rob had said, when you had said back in the past that it's gonna take Kamani time to come in and do it like that. Because I realized that was the case. Because I realized when Dylan came in, he came in like in December and January like that. So he had came in early. He had put in that work. I knew it was real hard I knew it was going to be difficult. I realized it was going to be difficult for Kamani. You understand? But I realized it also that he has that physical talent. He got that. He got all that.
But he has to get adjusted to the high altitude.
Right.
That's not easy.
Not only just that, getting adjustment to get to their scheme, to their game plan.
Komani's lining up against grown men. He's coming from high school 2 months ago. And now he's lining up against grown men that's going to be in the NFL next year. That's not easy.
So are the rest of those freshmen. Okay.
That's all. But you can't put high expectations on them and think, just throw them out there. If you threw Kamani out there,
that's my point.
I'm not saying you. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying it's
about with Rob. When Rob had said earlier, like a month ago, that it was going to be hard. A couple of months ago, that it was going to be hard for Kamani to sit there to get acclimated, and he was right dead on that. So I didn't really disagree with him. Rob, it was a bad take, but he turned out to be right. So me
and Rob been saying that though. You can't push it. If Coach Prime would have pushed them out there week 1, he would have got sauced up. Well, they would have exposed him.
You got to go. It's I feel about that is the same way I feel that with McCaskill. Sooner or later, McCaskill will get out there. He feels
McCaskill plays college football. McCaskill is already established in college. Komani has never played a down in college.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. But like I said, I never did dispute that anyway about Kamani. I never argued the point whether he should be playing or not. I never did that. I know he's able and capable enough to be playing. I know he got to just get his feet out there and get the fire.
Hey, old school. You do know that the Pac-12 is loaded with receivers, right?
Man, I know the Pac-12 love throwing the ball. I wouldn't call them receivers. I just call them bulbs with hands.
No, they're loaded with receivers.
Yeah, you say so.
All right.
Hey, listen, the Pac-12 has a lot of good receivers, man. And that's why I keep saying.
I know they love throwing it. We already, one thing we can agree is they love throwing the ball in the Pac-12.
Hey, listen,
listen, old school. The ball.
Listen, old school. This is why I'm telling y'all that slow down on Kamani, man. On the Kamani.
Slow down.
That's what. When we get to Oregon, the USC, we're gonna need Kamani then. We're gonna need him then. Just let the young man build up, right? He's gonna get in the game. He's gonna do everything that he needs to do. Right. You know, the one thing that hurt Kamani was he got to campus so late. Everybody's already ahead of the curve on him. Right. Kamani's skill set with his length, you can't teach that. You can't teach that.
Exactly.
But you got to give him time to get the technique down. You got to give him time to understand the formations, the proper reads, making sure that you understand your assignment. So when you get out there, you're not just focused on, hey, man, I'm shutting this receiver down, and you forget about the other job. You got to understand what your job is when you get on that field. And so it's the little things. It's not about Kamani's potential. It's not about his skill set. It's literally about Kamani understanding the small, detailed things of college football. And that's what a lot of people are forgetting, right? I don't even know why we talking about Kamani. We supposed to be talking about Nebraska.
We all supposed to be talking about Nebraska.
Why we talking about Kamani? I don't understand.
Because everybody like to talk about Kamani.
We here, man. We're here talking about Nebraska. So let's get to
talk about Jeff Sims.
Nebraska. I see Nebraska not being a pushover, but I see Nebraska as being a challenge to a certain extent, maybe for at least until halftime. After halftime, I think they're gonna be figured out Nebraska.
I don't see it old school. You know why I don't see it? The high altitude, that up tempo Sean Lewis offense, they can't keep up with that. I watched that Minnesota game. That defense won't be able to handle CU.
Yeah. Like I said, they did right. After the second half, they're gonna be run away. That's what I'm kind of thinking, because like you can see you like what's his name, the quarterback. You can take them low to catch on to how to get busy with them. Was Nebraska, for what I heard, that you really used with all that scoring thing. They ain't really like that, and if they ain't like that, they ain't doing it in practice. They so ain't gonna be doing it too much in those games.
You gotta realize TCU and CU ran damn near the same offense, so that's why the score was so high.
Right, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, I understood that. And they got some good running backs over there. CU.
No.
And that goes with what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you something with TCU. They go right back to that with that jumping off with that TCU game. Like with that, they got so-called good receivers too, but the receivers didn't have no hell of a great game.
TCU got a 6'7" tight end. That's who caught that touchdown over Woods.
Dude, matter of fact, what Nebraska got with Nebraska? Yeah, they got a 6'7" tight end too, don't they? And he's real crazy.
Nebraska? I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, Chris, CU is ranked. They're ranked 22. CU's ranked.
CU's ranked. CU's ranked by ESPN.
The AP just came out. They ranked 22.
Oh, they okay. Yeah.
I want to answer somebody else's question. You're going to see a lot of the running backs play this week. You're going to see a rotation.
Yeah.
Heavy rotation.
They're going to heavily focus on getting that running game started, right?
They have to. Shador threw too much.
They don't want Shador out there throwing 40 or 50 passes, right? They want to establish some running game. Like, you're going to need that later down the road. You might not need it right now, but when you get to Oregon and USC and it's time to, like, really pound out possessions, and when that tempo slows down, you're going to need a running game. So you're going to see the running game get started this week. You're going to see a lot of runs happen. So keep that in mind. I see all y'all comments. I may not be responding to it, but I see everybody's comments in the chat.
Hey, Rob, but all that passing was kind of OD to me, but I just didn't say anything.
Honestly, though, when you look at it, we needed
That's a lot of yards.
We needed to pass against TCU because, like, Landon Beebe not playing, and the announcement came like right as they was coming out to warm up.
No, but Jack Welty was a good backup though.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but when you trying to create holes, Landon Beebe would have helped you in that situation to create better holes for them to run. That's what I'm saying. I like Jeff Welty. I really do, but that's just my opinion, right?
Okay, and Rob, when you said that, what brought me back to what I'm thinking now. Okay, why wouldn't CU throw the ball a lot like that against teams like that? Because of the fact that they defensive backs really ain't all that good. You understand me? And while we got these outstanding receivers, why don't we utilize them more? We should always look to throw at least about should always look to get about 500 to 400 to 500 receiving yards a game. That ain't throwing too much. That's having to make sure they're busy. Because when you had came, you had said also that what's his name, the other guy, the big guy, number 4, he didn't get no touches, no nothing. If that was the case, then they was lacking because they didn't utilize all their weapons then, did they?
Yeah, so to answer your question, old school, we need to run the ball because you run the ball, one, you keep your defense fresh. 2, right? You're eliminating possessions from the offense. Yeah. Right? We don't want to just dominate, but we want to dominate where we're able to run the ball and limit possessions, right? Yep. And be pure dominant.
Okay. Well, let's get right back to the point there, because you keep with that running the ball thing. How many rushing yards did we get?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember, but it was definitely on 100. I can tell you that.
Matter of fact, you can go outside your head. It wasn't even 100-something rushing yards.
It was 56.
Thank you. So you keep on with that knowledge. You keep on with Rob. Come on, Rob, man. I want you to make sense, bro, because that don't
Hey,
make sense to me. You
all
said
right.
we gonna force it. We gonna run it down their throat. And just the last time I checked, we had 56 yards and they had 200 or something. So if I was you, I'd do that math again. I rethink that math because that ain't gonna be a slow down game. That's
Hey,
gonna be
old
a
school.
up game.
I could tell you one thing right now. I guarantee we have over 100 yards this week.
Okay, I can guarantee you too, because Brad's gonna address that issue. You right about that one, Rob.
I guarantee you they gonna put an emphasis on the run game this week. I promise you that.
Okay. All right. I know that. I know that, Rob. But what I want to say is, Rob, our bread and butter ain't on that running game just yet because McAllister ain't got a chance to get loose yet. Coach ain't let him do it. And the rest of them guys ain't don't stand up to his level. So that's the problem right there. They ain't gonna go out there.
I agree to disagree with you on that point.
Okay, well, then agree with me then.
The only reason why I say I agree to disagree is because we got all type of running backs in our backfield, right? We got the all-purpose. We got power. We got speed. So we got everything. It's not on is someone's on the running back and someone's on the offensive line. Be able to create holes for our running backs to run through. If our linemen are not getting to those linebackers and getting those blocks, it's gonna be hard to run the ball. And those are the things that when we struggle to run the ball, right? I do think that CU should have put Savion Wilkerson out there more and gave him more touches. And I feel like we would have been more successful.
Right.
But I ain't the offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? The offensive coordinator called the game the way he called it. It was a good game plan where he went and how he attacked it. Right? Hey, he feel like we ain't getting the yards that we need. All we want our running backs to do is get 4 or 5 yards every time they touch the ball. And they're gonna happen. The running game's gonna get better week by week. Right. First game, we had to do, but also the game plan was for Shedeur to go out and ball. Because all the naysayers and all this talking about, how some people think Jackson State's is JUCO and how they think they were bums, he had to come out and prove a point. So the game plan was more about Shedeur Sanders week 1. Week 2, it's going to be a different game plan. That's just what it is.
When you say all about Shedeur Sanders, what do you mean by that? Him throwing the ball, him running the ball? I mean, what do you mean? Exactly, that's like some people might do that role.
It's his team. That's Two's team.
I mean, well, it's team every time, but it's about Shedeur. I don't get that. It's about Shedeur Sanders thing. Or you mean him throwing the ball, more not running?
No, just in general. He's the floor general of that whole team.
Right, I understand that.
The team goes as Shedeur goes, so you got to keep him upright. You got to keep him healthy. You got to keep that.
I got that part.
You got to keep that arm healthy because we got to play Oregon and USC back to back. That's not easy.
No, it ain't gonna be easy.
Like Rob, that's a crazy schedule.
Yeah, but honestly though, the way the schedule break down, we are front loaded with all of our top games. The back half,
all the hard
season,
games is at the beginning, and then we got Utah at the end, which will be amazing if we could if we could probably lose like one game and then go into Utah. What 9-1, 10-1?
They'd be 10-1 because they play 12 games total. But that's the point where I'm making. It's like we are so front loaded on the front side of our schedule with all our toughest games, right? I'm happy that we got Oregon and USC back to back. The reason why I'm happy that we got both of them is
you get them out the way.
That we don't have we go beat Oregon and then we go to this downcline because we playing a team that's not good enough. Or we take a step back because we're not hungry. Playing Oregon and USC back to back, that keeps us hungry. That keeps them motivated. That keeps them having something to talk about because the narrative is already going to be created. The media's already going to create the narrative.
They already create narratives. They already created a narrative that they looking down on Nebraska, which I doubt because I don't think Coach Prime is going like that.
No, you don't, and they don't either.
Literally, the title of this is what Coach Prime said to them this morning. It's personal. He ain't looking down on nobody. It's personal because he got the receipts from Coach. He got the receipts from Matt Rule. You don't think he's going out to try to prove something to him?
But you see how Matt Rule, he trying to backtrack now. Like it's game week. He backtracking all that trash he was talking during the summertime. oh, he's on the posters, he's the best ever, blah blah blah. I was like, nah, don't keep that same energy. The same
Yeah,
energy you had summer, keep that same energy. Now you got everybody hopping on the bandwagon now. All them folks that was talking bad about OCU gonna get dominated. They gonna lose by 21. Like the 21-point spread was a slap in the face.
Oh yeah.
They didn't do that to Lincoln Riley. They didn't do that to Brian Kelly. They didn't do that to Fickle in Wisconsin.
no, man. Only see you.
I can keep going. I could keep going. Like they only do it to our people
Yeah.
because he came from a HBCU.
I love that the media is creating this narrative, but it ain't getting inside. It ain't creeping inside the CU's doors. The reason why it's not
It's
creating
not.
because Coach Prime know how big this game is. He know how big this rivalry is. He's far from an idiot. Coach Prime is smart. He is smart. And if you don't think that he gonna have these boys ready to go, you're crazy. If you don't think that he gonna not want these boys to come out and dominate, you're crazy. And that's what people don't understand. It's like the media is gonna have you focusing on whatever they want you to focus on.
Uh-huh.
We ain't focused on that. We ain't focused on that. All we focus on is coming out and dominate, and that's it.
But them boys coming out with domination on their minds, though. Remember, me and
Yeah.
you've been talking about this in the chat. Them boys is coming out to dominate every game. Every game. Just like at JSU, they dominated. After that COVID season, they dominated 21-22. They dominated everything that they played. So for people to have that mind frame, like, oh, they're gonna come and they go into the Pac-12, they're gonna lose 21 points. Like, really?
Coach Prime definitely wanted to beat the Braves off Nebraska. That's what. If it's
No,
one
Nebraska
game,
is his number one target. It wasn't.
if
It wasn't.
it's one game on there, because everything they've been saying, and I'm gonna tell you, I'll give you a list. It was Nebraska first, TCU second, USC third,
Oregon.
Utah fourth, Oregon fifth. That was
But Oregon might be up there though, because their coach said that spicy stuff.
yeah, they will, but hey, it's coming. They time coming.
They said that spicy stuff like, oh, what have they done? What have you done? Oregon has never even won a national championship.
All right, you can watch all the film you want against CU. I'm telling you right now, the film that you watch on CU, when we get there to play you that following week, it's going to look completely different. It's going to look completely different. I promise you. Y'all haven't even seen the way they're going to use Jimmy Horn yet. Y'all thought just because y'all seen him in the slot, he just played in the slot, they're not going to show y'all everything and put everything on film. But I promise y'all this. The way they're using Dylan Edwards, don't be surprised if you see Jimmy Horn in those same positions when we play certain teams.
Yeah. They gonna use right. They gonna use Jimmy right. A lot of that too. They're gonna be some more new stuff. They're gonna use him a lot like he was using him at first. He's gonna be successful. They all gonna be successful because they already realize what the game plan is. The game plan is to be right there and be right there on time. Once we already see that they can sit up there and sit up there and jump into the lanes and jump out and then get right back into the lanes again with no problems and stuff like that. I had already realized they're gonna be a problem because all they have to do is get it together, and that's what they're doing now. They did it. They was getting it together right there on the field. They made mistakes, yeah, but they didn't make them really goofy mistakes like that other team did. They played well better than that other team, and that's one thing a lot of people weren't looking for them to be. They weren't looking for them to be do things rightly and in order like they did. They wasn't expecting that. They were expecting to be a red cat key from down the street somewhere. But nope, it ain't like that. No. They got a whip out there. Rob, y'all got a whip out there now. Y'all ain't got to wait till next year. Y'all got one out there now. I wish I was in Colorado out there looking at the mountains, sitting up in my chair watching the game. Boy, I'm telling you. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, no, you good. Hey, old school, give your last thoughts. I'm about to jump off here in a couple of minutes. So give your last thoughts on how you feel about the Nebraska game.
Man, my last thoughts about this Nebraska game. I can't wait to get into it because that one what's the name, that tight end they got, you was talking crazy. I want to see how he gonna turn out. I want to see
He's
how
not playing.
he ain't. I ain't surprised. Boy, I'm telling you, a lot of people talk good game, then when it come down to it, they ain't even suited up for the game. It's just a traveling game. He ain't even suited up for it. That's what I know. I'm telling you, Rob. Boy, Rob, you smart boy. I love you. That's all I gotta say, Rob.
Oh man, Zion, give me your final thoughts before I jump off.
Domination. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let's get it. Hey man, I
I think
appreciate
it's
everybody tuning in to the channel. This is RobDaManMedia coming back with another live. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel because we do this all the time. I come on daily, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 10 o'clock Pacific. So if you're new to the channel, make sure y'all jump on every day. We here, we talk football, we talk Colorado. So bam, if you new, pull up on us. Don't be afraid. If you're a hater, you can pull up too. Just come talk about it. Be a man, be a woman, come talk about it if you really have something to say, because we'll pull up on you. And that's all I got to say. This is RobDaManMedia. Peace.
Peace.